5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, my name is AReno, and I'm going to be presenting on the potential inhibitory effects of natural oils on Vibrio fischeri biofilms. My mentor is Dr. Ian Duffy, and my biofilm safety form was submitted on 02 November. Next slide, please. Background. So biofilms are a new concept in science. Typically, bacterial research has been conducted on single-cell colonies. However, with new research advancing, biofilms have entered the picture in being problematic in its acellular type properties. Biofilm is a congregation of colonies that create this complex community. This community is held together and protected by a polymeric matrix. The polymeric matrix consists of proteins, glycoproteins, and polysaccharides. Biofilms exhibit acellular type properties through quorum sensing, in which the bacteria within the biofilm will communicate. Vibrio fischeri is my model organism for this experiment. It commonly colonizes Europrimna scalopi. However, this bacteria has been known to grow in biofilm formation. Vibrio fischeri luminesces upon quorum sensing within the biofilm. It has also been identified as being not currently an organism of pathogenicity. Next slide, please. Objective. So with this experiment, I plan on identifying biofilm inhibition of gram-negative organisms utilizing 5 natural oils. I propose that tea tree oil and eucalyptus oil will have the greatest impact on the Vibrio fischeri biofilm due to their increased potency. Next slide, please. Methods. In January, I will examine 3 questions. First being the nutrient supply in which the agar will fuel the biofilm growth. Secondly, I will identify optimal growth conditions in the light, the temperature, and the agitation of the bacterial growth. Next slide, please. Thirdly, I will identify stages of biofilm development. In stage 1, the bacteria just colonizes the surface. In stage 2, biofilm development occurs. Stages 3 and 4, the growth and development of the biofilm into a healthy, complex colony. And stage 5 is the release of planktonic cells to colonize new surfaces. Next slide, please. In February, I will identify the purity of 5 natural plant extract oils. I selected these 5 due to their previous research conducted. Tea tree, ginger, and citrus oils have been identified in inhibiting gram-negative bacterial growth, however have not been tested through biofilm growth. Cinnamon and eucalyptus oils have been identified in inhibiting gram-positive biofilm growth, however have not been identified whether they have inhibitory properties with gram-negative biofilm growth. Again, in February, I will develop a biofilm and initiate the oil tests on this biofilm. Next slide, please. In March and April, I will visualize the biofilm using crystal violet and ethanol. The ethanol will then stop cellular division from occurring. The crystal violet will identify and amplify the visualization of the biofilm. So in areas where plaques are visualized, one can determine that bacterial growth has been altered. Absorbent frequencies. By taking the absorbance of the biofilm prior to the addition of essential oils and then after, I can determine whether the quorum sensing was altered in the biofilm. Next slide, please. The budget, as you can see, the budget falls in line with the budget given at St. Louis University. Next slide, please. Broader impacts. Through this research, I plan on impacting biofilm research by giving the opportunity to identify any chemical compounds within the oils that will affect the biofilm growth, as well as medicinal research in adhering to the problematic cases of bacterial infestation in indwelling lines and pacemakers and such. Next slide, please. Any questions?